Hello students, I hope you are doing great. Continuing from our previous discussion, we were discussing about chapter number 12, 11, sounds all around. So today we'll be reading page number 128 to 130. But before going to these two pages, there is an overview. The points which are green in color, these are the points that you should already know that we have discussed in our previous lecture. So I'll give you a little overview that what points we have discussed up till now. Sound. Basically, sound is also an energy, just like light, and it is caused when objects vibrate. For example, when you hit a object, it will make a sound because it starts vibrating. Okay, what are vibrations? Vibrations are basically forward and backward movement of particles moving forward and then moving backwards. This is basically the vibrations. Okay, sound and light. So these both are waves, but they are very much different from each other. As we discussed in our previous lecture, that sound need particles. For example, everything around us is made up of particles. So these particles, when they vibrate, they transfer the sound from one particle to another. So sound energy or sound waves require these particles. But in case of light waves, light does not require these particles which are present all around us. For example, the light from the sun reaches us through space, and space does not have any particles between it. So light does not need any particles to travel, but sound needs particles to travel. And other major difference between sound and light is that the speed of light is much more than the sound. Sound is almost 300 kilometers per second, and light speed is 300,000 kilometers per second. So you can observe this when you see a lightning. You always see the lightning first and then you hear the sound. That means the light speed is much faster than the sound. Okay, sound can travel through all these solid, liquid, and gas medium, but it travels the fastest in solid, then it travels in liquid, and then in gas. For example, it travels the most fastest in solid, and second through liquid, and third through gas. Why? Because solids, particles are very tightly packed together, so transferring the sound energy is much easier compared with liquid and gas. Okay, coming to today's topic. Today we'll be learning about the ear and hearing, as we already have, I think, done in our previous term regarding the structure of ear. So it's coming again. So we'll be going through it again. Then we'll be learning about pitch and amplitude. That what are these and what is their difference. Okay, coming to these. So here in the above diagram, we can see the structure of a human ear. We already have done this diagram in our previous term. So sound enters our outer ear through here and it moves through the ear canal and into the three bones. They have uh, labeled it here, and then it moves into the cochlea here, and these sound vibrations ultimately are converted into nerve impulses, and it is these nerve impulses travel through auditory nerve to the brain. So you already know the whole pathway of this, and you should revise this concept again. And it is also mentioned in the book pages, so learn from there as well. Okay, coming to the pitch and amplitude. Pitch is basically that how much vibrations are produced. If the vibrations are produced a lot, that means it has a higher pitch, and if the vibrations are produced less, that means it has a lower pitch. And for loud, you already know that loud means more energy, so more sound, so that is loudness. So there is a instrument which is used to measure amplitude. Here you can see this diagram. This is a instrument which is used to measure the loudness of the sound. We call it oscilloscope. Okay, and when in this instrument, what you have to do is there is a mic here. So if you want to check a sound's loudness, you will make a sound here, and it will show you a wave. It will make a wave of that sound, as you can see here. The louder the sound, the more bigger the wave. Okay, here you can see that they have written here low sound and loud sound. So they have more bigger waves than the low sounds. I hope you learned a lot in this lecture. In our next lecture, we will be covering the question answers. So revise and read this chapter, underline important points, and even if you have more questions, write those questions on the book, which we'll be discussing in our next class. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.